Why do we start Shabbos meals with Shalom Aleichem and Aishes Chayil instead of going straight to kiddush?
Really, the ideal would be when somebody comes back from shul, he should immediately make kiddush and start with the meal. However, the custom is that we start the meal with reciting Shalom Aleichem, greeting the angels, and afterwards saying Aishes Chayil, the whole chapter of Aishes Chayil, praising the Jewish wife. What's the reason for that? In fact, the first time that we find the concept of Shalom Aleichem is brought down from the Arizal and the students of the Arizal, and it's sourced and based on the Gemara, page Kuf Yutes in Masechet Shabbos, that says when a person comes back home Friday night, there are two angels coming with him. One of them is a positive angel, and the other one is the opposite, an unpositive angel. When they walk into the house, if the house is all ready for Shabbos, the positive angel says Yihirotzin, that this house next Shabbos should look the same way, and the unpositive angel has to answer Amen. However, if God forbid, the situation is that the house is not ready for Shabbos, the unpositive angel says Yihirotzim, it should be this way, and the positive angel has to answer Amen. That's why when we come into a Jewish home that's ready and prepared for Shabbos, we greet the Malachei Hasharis, we greet the angels, and we say, here, our house is ready for your coming, our house is ready for your blessings. Barchuni l'sholem Malachei Hasharis, Malachei Hasholem, please bless our house, that our house should always have this great, beautiful, and pleasure and holiness of Shabbos resting upon us. Tzemach Tzedek brings down, in fact, that being that Shabbos is the time that's Me'eino Elam Haba, that Shabbos makes peace between the physical element of the world and the spiritual world. It connects together. The fact that Shabbos brings upon this peace between the physical and the spiritual is also the reason we say, Barchuni l'sholem, bless me to peace. We should always be able to connect the physical elements together with the spiritual elements and live a life of neshama and guf, of gashmis and ruchnis together. Afterwards, we say the Aishes Chayil. The regular reason why we say Aishes Chayil is to commemorate and to bless and be grateful and appreciative to the Aishes Chayil of the home, to the Jewish woman that worked so hard throughout the whole week, and especially towards Shabbos with preparing the house to be ready for Shabbos. More on a spiritual level, the reason we say it is because it's brought down that Shabbos came to Hashem and said, everything in this world has a spouse. What is my spouse? And said Hashem to Shabbos, your spouse, your Ben Zug, should be Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael and Shabbos unite together and they connect together. And when Am Yisrael are greeting the woman, they greet the idea of Malchus. It's Am Yisrael praising and bringing up the idea of Malchus, the idea of Shabbos, which is also called a queen, which is also called a kala, and that is why we say Aishes Chayil, not just greeting, not just appreciating, not just praising the woman of the house, but also praising Shabbos that's called Malchus. On the same note, it's brought down by a rabbi in Yerushalayim called Rabbi Yonason Winner, that when he was 8 or 9 years old in 1962, Tafshin Chav Beis, he came in to the Rebbe together with his parents. After his parents spoke to the Rebbe in Yechidus, the Rebbe turned over to him and said, do you have any question you would like to ask me? Said the little child, Yonason, Rebbe, I've got a question. Why is it that the first time we say Shalom Aleichem, we say Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharis, like the servants, and yet the second time, or the next 3 times, we say Bayachem l'sholem Malachei Hasholem, Barchuni l'sholem Malachei Hasholem, Tzeischem l'sholem Malachei Hasholem, and we do not say the first way that we greeted the Malachim, Malachei Hasharetz. What's the reason of the difference between the first time and the next 3 times? The Rebbe turned over to him and the Rebbe said, I'll explain to you. When we say Shalom Aleichem, the word Shalom could come and could explain either saying goodbye, seeing off, greeting somebody away, or Shalom could also be welcoming. Says the Rebbe, the first time we say Shalom Aleichem, We refer to the malachim as malachi ashares because these are the servants, the serving malachim that are with us throughout the 6 days of work. And that's when we say Shalom Aleichem malachi ashares, we're basically saying goodbye to those angels that were with us throughout the 6 days of creation, throughout the 6 days of work. After we say Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, we say them goodbye. We welcome Boyachem l'Shalom, the angels of Shalom, the angels of Shabbos, as we said before by Tzemach Tzedek. The idea of Shabbos is making peace, and that's why Boyachem l'Shalom, Baruchun l'Shalom, and Tzeischem l'Shalom, or not for Malachi Ashares, not for the serving Malachim, but for the Malachim that are Shalom, that are making peace with us, that are making peace between spiritual worlds and the physical worlds, between the Malachim that are here to bless us for this Shabbos and for the upcoming Shabboses.